Fox Carolina First Alert Weather.
Well said. That is a very Friday story. You're right. And what a day to kick off the Memorial Day weekend here for you. Happy to say that the weather overall is going to be good this weekend, but I hope you like it summer-like because the heat and humidity are really going to dominate the weekend. There will be the potential for some hit or miss storms over the next several afternoons. Nothing that's going to lead to full-blown washouts, just more that typical summertime hit or miss type activity that you have to at least factor into your plans. Hot and humid, looking at 90s possible, especially as we go into Sunday, although a couple of isolated spots have even hit that number out there today. That pattern is eventually going to break into the middle of next week, but you saw a little preview there. Scattered showers, hit and miss storms, really just going to be the name of the game going into this weekend. Now, speaking more specifically to the humidity, here's how we expect that to play out. We're already pretty well back into muggy territory with our dew points back in the low to mid 60s. You see that uptick a bit more as we get towards Sunday and into Memorial Day. Outright humid as a lot of those dew points approach 70 degrees, thus fueling those hit or miss showers and storms. But by the time you're getting fed up with it, we're going to get into a little bit of a break. Second half of Memorial Day and into the middle of next week, we'll at least get things back into a more pleasant humidity pattern here. Now, as far as today's weather, we do have one little downpour here so far, just in the northern part of Oconee County, just northwest of Salem. It has had a history of producing a couple of lightning strikes here and there, but not a terribly heavy cell as we put it in motion there. It actually looks like it's maybe even weakening as it tries to approach Salem. But either way, those are the kinds of things you want to be on the lookout for over the next several hours, because we also have some energy gathering over parts of Georgia that's going to tend to track our way. Now, this cold front back over the central United States, not necessarily going to be a direct player in our weather here over the next couple of days, but some of the energy from it is going to start to break our way, and that's why we're just going to keep that hit or miss regime of storms in the mix going throughout the next couple of days. So next 24 hours on your future track passing through this evening, you see it there, hit or miss downpour or two, some gusty winds, certainly some torrential downpours possible with any storms that develop. A few may even yet linger into late this evening. And then we're going to watch tomorrow morning. There's the potential that folks think, especially in our western communities, we'll get some early day showers and storms. It's going to be part and parcel to what ultimately happens with a larger complex of storms blowing up over Tennessee today. If that holds together, that could eventually lead to just a couple of showers and storms lingering into the first half of tomorrow. If we get more of that to roll through our area, it would take away some energy available for afternoon and evening storms. That said, though, we're still going to keep that possibility in the mix just because any sun we get and warmth and humidity over the next couple of days will trigger those hit or miss storms. So 61 for tonight in the mountains, mostly cloudy, isolated storms likely. 65 in the upstate, also under variable clouds tonight. Rest of your 7-day forecast, we go into 90 degrees for Sunday ahead of the Memorial Day holiday, then continuing in the upper 80s for Memorial Day itself. Low to mid 80s return for the middle of next week as the humidity drops and we take the shower and storm chances out for a bit. In the mountains also, isolated storms likely each of the next few afternoons. Highs in the mid 80s through the weekend, then some refreshing 70s on our way for next week.